Guys, I want to talk to you in this video about the ugly truth of working while you travel. And I'm talking specifically, or not working while you travel, but making money while you travel and trying to save as well, and so on. And the ugly truth is that there will be days, weeks, when it will not be very much, it will not be fun. It will not be fun. And I have been through a few weeks now and still am at this moment when it's not a lot of fun for me right now while traveling. As I said, excuse me, as I said in the last video, I've been here in Kuala Lumpur for 2 weeks. However, excuse me, I haven't been able to visit too much. Granted, I've been in the city center, and 2 days ago, and actually still is the Chinese Year, but I've been in the city center. I've seen the beautiful buildings and enjoyed my time there. However, if you want to also be making money and not be living in I don't know, like if you want to be able to afford excuse me, to be living in an apartment like this, for example, it's Malaysia. It's not obviously as expensive, nowhere near as expensive as it would be in US or UK or Western Europe. But if you want to make money and you also want to be able to save money, that means you probably have to work online, do some work online, and excuse me, and make some sacrifices. I got to meet someone a couple of days ago who's been actually going with a bike through all of Africa and Southeast Asia, just going with a bike and so on. And he's basically an influencer. I did not ask him specifically how much money he makes, but my feeling is that he barely makes enough to do all this thing. Now, granted, he is getting paid to do this, but he barely makes enough to do all this thing that he's doing. And he's going, from city to city. He said he doesn't stay in one place more than 2 or 3 days, 2 or 3 nights. So he's always on the road. Excuse me. And in fact, he's also like, he has to be in certain places sometimes, because he's an ambassador for university, and he creates relationships with other universities, for students to go and do exchange programs and whatnot. So he's not as free either as it might seem from the outside, right? But on top of that, my feeling is that he doesn't make a European or US salary from what he does. He does make enough to get by and to do these things, but most probably he's not able to save money. That's my point. And I'm saying all this to tell you and to let you know it's not all glamorous and fun and just visiting and doing whatever you want all of the time. You sometimes will have to prioritize, or you will not have time for other things but work. And that is especially if you want to grow a business, save some money while you travel as well. And you might be thinking, well, that is if I have a remote job, or that is if I'm a freelancer, or if I have an online job. and especially in the beginning. But if I'm just an influencer, it might not be the same. Well, here's the thing, just as I was telling you from this example. First of all, even if you're an influencer, you still have some things that you need to do. You need to post content, you need to come up with ideas, you need to you probably have to go to certain places. If you're sponsored by brands, they might, I don't know how it is, but maybe they require you to be in some places and have some certain type of videos. So you are free, but you don't have total freedom, you know. Total freedom you have when you have investments and you're able to live off of passive income, which even that passive income is not necessarily 100% passive. Maybe some of them are, but for example, real estate is not 100% passive because you still have tenants. Maybe you don't have a property manager, you know. And even if you do, you still have to probably check in with the property manager from time to time. So, but that's closest to freedom that you can get, you know. Have investments, have assets that pay you passive income, and then you do whatever you want, okay? However, if you want to make money actively with an active income, then that's not really the case. And being an influencer or a travel influencer or like content creator, that's not really the case. Yeah, you do have freedom, you do what you like, but you still have to put in the work, and there's still parts of your work that, you know, sometimes it doesn't go as you want. And you have to keep this in mind, because you're seeing all these people on the internet, oh, like they live a great life, but they probably don't tell you about this, you know. Every time when you see someone with a beautiful background behind them in a picture, just imagine what is in front of them. Now, it's not the case with me right now, but look, I'm going to show you what it is. It's nothing glamorous, nothing fancy in front of me. In fact, there is a scratch on the freaking wall right there, okay? Now, imagine when these influencers, especially on Instagram, right, they have beautiful pictures and stuff from those amazing places. Just imagine how many people or how ugly it looks in front of them. That's the same with traveling and working online. It's not necessarily that it looks ugly, but you will have days when it's going to be ugly. And you have to push through. You have to push through. That is if you want to be a smart, intelligent traveler, being able to produce while you travel and produce more than what you consume. Because that's my mindset. I want to always be producing more than what I'm consuming. Or not always, but at least at this period of my life, I want that. Okay? And at least in the situation where I'm in, I also kind of have to do that. So I just wanted to tell you that it's not always fun and glamorous, but it's pleasurable, knowing that you're also producing, knowing that you're also making something, and knowing that you're also creating something. It's really nice. It's really nice. But yeah, sometimes you have to make sacrifices. And again, going back to being an influencer, just recording videos from where you're going and stuff like that, that's fun, that's nice. But it's crazy for me to say this, trust me. But trust me, many of those influencers, you know, who have a lot of subscribers, tens of thousands of subscribers or hundreds of subscribers even, many of them don't even make enough to get by. In fact, there is a famous raw travel creator which I truly like and I truly enjoy his videos. Actually, two of them. One of them is Bald and Bankrupt, and the other one is Kurt Katz. Okay, he's German, he's South African, Colombian. I heard him say all those things. But anyways, I truly appreciate both of them. But now talking about Kurt Katz, I truly like his content. However, he was saying in a recent video that I saw that, sorry, he was in Medellin, Colombia, and I think he had just $10 in his bank account. That's what he had left. And he was at that time, like, he was already famous. I don't know how many subscribers he had, but he's been publishing videos on YouTube for, I don't know, 5 years, 7 years. Correct me if I'm wrong, and if you know him, but something like that. And he has around almost 4 million subscribers at the moment. So probably he had close to 1 million at that time. But imagine you're having close to 1 million subscribers on YouTube and $10 in your bank account. You know, it's not all glamorous. And actually he was going on to say how his brother lent him some money. It's not always glamorous. It's not always fun. But if you make, I would encourage you, make this decision. I want to travel. I want to go to different places. But at the same time, I want to make money online. And I want to be able to, you know, to work on increasing the income that I'm making. And I want that to be more dependent on me than on my employer. I don't want to be capped. Okay? And I want to be my own boss, working for myself. And at the same time, I want to be an intelligent traveler to save money so I can then invest, just in what I was saying at the beginning of the video, so I can then invest in in cash flow producing assets. Okay? But no, it's not always glamorous. There will have to be days, weeks maybe, as I said, when you'll have to work. You have to prioritize that. But better days will come when you will be able to enjoy even more and travel and see even more places. And again, it's a matter of decision. You can drop a few things and say, you know what, I'm gonna actually not take as much work and enjoy more, you know, because when you're a freelancer, you can do that to a higher degree, in my opinion, than when you're employed. Okay, so that's what this video is about. I wanted to let you all know the truth. Don't think it's all glamorous and fun. It is most of the time, and I truly am grateful for my life, and I'm truly happy with it. But at the same time, I also like what I do, you know, for work. So, and by the way, I did not like it in the beginning, but the more you learn about something, the more passionate you can become, and the more you'd enjoy the work. So I believe in that. I don't believe you have to be passionate from the very beginning. My only objective when I started working online was to make money online. That's it. I did not enjoy what I was doing necessarily, but I came to enjoy it. All right, that's all I wanted to say in this video. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section down below, and I'll get back to you. I might be getting back to you a little later, but I get back to you. See you in the next video.